Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports Basketball. This game features something different, as we'll see talent from the college ranks blended into the lineup as well. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony.
Here we go.
And it's Chicago to start out. And Parker with the block.
Big time rim protection. She has a great sense of how to position herself on defense.
Here's Vandersloot. Pass to Atkins. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Cardoso with the bucket.
A beautiful example of how you run the pick and roll, using her positioning to get herself open to score.
Here's Gray. Fires from deep. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Seldom lets it fly from 3, but Reese has been working on that shot.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. To the right side. Here's Atkins trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Here's Gray. Fires for 3, and Baltimore hits again from deep.
A polished and reliable perimeter shooter. Gray doesn't think twice about shooting from the outside.
Here's Vandersloot. Here's Cardoso. It's deflected.
Incredible defensive play contesting that attempt. She displays great timing.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Second free throw, no good. And it's Baltimore on the break. Here's Gray, and it's good on the assist by Parker.
Wait, did you see her range? That's no run-of-the-mill three-point shot.
Here's Atkins, and the 3 ball is good. Here's Gray. For 3, Mitchell. That one, no good. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Reese. Banham. Baltimore leading by 5. Boston the pass to Reese. The 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Atkins. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Yeah, I like the effort to work the ball inside, and she cashes in.
Pass to Reese. Launches it. No good that time. Here's Chicago. Here's Vandersloot. Boston grabs the miss. 1:41 left to play here in the first. Reese the pass to Boston. For 3, Mitchell buries the long-range jumper.
Timeout.
You know Mitchell loves the 3. Remember, she's led the league in attempts from the arc before.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. So both teams changing it up here. Chicago trails by 6. Pass to Cardoso. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Three-pointer on the way. Baltimore with the rebound. Clark for 3. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Did you expect anything else? Clark is a stud from deep.
There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Reese. And again, Chicago. No good. Here's Horston. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, great touch inside. She'll make them pay.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Pass to Atkins. Here's Reese. They need this. It's deflected.
Great defense. She was having none of that protecting the paint.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Baltimore hits again from deep. 16 seconds left in the first. Here's Atkins. Out to the wing. And the rejection by Clark. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. On your way, Day. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Baltimore sitting with a comfortable lead, up by 14. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And what do you guys think here about Baltimore in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Solid work from beyond the arc. She has to cash in on those chances. They are big for her confidence.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Allen. Clock at 6. Deflects the pass. Here's Parker. Count the bucket. She's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, and that's just nice concentration by her. Gets the bucket and the foul.
Baltimore making a switch here. Chicago trails by 20. Outside Williams. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Nurse. Baltimore leading by 20. Back to Parker from outside the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Nurse hands it from downtown.
Look, her ability to convert in those catch-and-shoot situations is essential to this offense. It makes them that much tougher.
Chicago calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Vandersloot. Clark with it. Williams picks him up. The finish. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Take the ball away. Create more transition offense.
Here's Vandersloot. There's a good screen. Baltimore on offense. They're on an 11-3 run right now. And Boston has it in the corner. Baltimore moving that ball around. And that one's good by Clark.
It's always a good idea to pass it to Clark. Get her something in rhythm.
Nurse. Green for 2 points.
And the defense has to be better prepared. You got to be right up on her as the pass is coming her way.
Pass to Reese. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Well, I give her credit. Reese has been working hard to improve her jumper, and we see it pay off.
Puts up a three. Boston grabs the miss. Baltimore on offense. Parker drives in. Gray. And it's good in the assist by Parker.
Nice read by her there, sensing the available perimeter shooter and finding them.
1:46 left now here in the second. Nailed from three-point land. Timeout is called. First of the game for Baltimore. Baltimore making a switch here. 1:44 left here in the second. Here's Reese. Hits it from three-point range.
Showing off the deep ball there. Shots like this really help her confidence.
Here's Vandersloot. Pass to Atkins. With the drive, and it's sent back by Mitchell.
She read that play like a book. Left her feet precisely when she needed to in order to get the block.
And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Baltimore.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
I like seeing her use the mid-range area of the floor, showing she can stick it from there.
Here's Chicago. Banham, good on the three-point shot. 34 seconds left in the first half of the game. Pass to Reese. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
That's why Reese came in second for Rookie of the Year voting. She can really turn it on and hits lots of buckets.
Here's Vandersloot. Here's Reese to the inside. Here's Vandersloot. Can't get it to fall. Down low, here's Gray, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. And so it's Baltimore out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Reese. Good on the triple.
And she's cooking with grease. You love seeing players like her command the ball and take over like this.
Here's Vandersloot. For three. Baltimore with the rebound. And Mitchell launches it from deep. Chicago with the ball. Pass to Cardoso. Over to the wing. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Here's Atkins. Here's Vandersloot. 6 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Yep, that one goes.
Oh, I love the timing of that pick and roll. She knew the exact nanosecond to release from the screen and roll to the hoop.
Here's Gray. Mitchell outside. Sinks the three-pointer. Here's Vandersloot. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. Pass to Reese. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Parker drives in, lays it up and banks it in.
And pressing the attack, she makes a play off the bounce. I appreciate that mentality.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And finished off by Parker.
Well, throw down. The defense deserved to get dunked on with that lack of effort.
Here's Vandersloot. Just 5 to shoot. Banham drills the three-pointer.
She's going to do that every time. Lots of confidence in the catch and shoot.
And the dunk by Parker. Here's Vandersloot. Pass to Atkins. Here's Reese. Here's Atkins. 4 on the clock. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter of the game. And that one's good, Boston.
My goodness. Boston is a tough customer on the interior. Always willing to battle.
Pass to Atkins. Takes a three, and it's sent back by Mitchell. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. For Baltimore. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Williams' shot is off. Clark right side. Here's Vandersloot. Driving inside. That's tipped.
Well, great rejection. Bonner has been in the top 10 in the league in blocks a few times. She can really time her swats.
Chicago making a switch here. .105 left here in the third quarter. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. It's stolen. Clark for three. Drops in the tray.
Well, believe the hype. Caitlin Clark's range is really something else. How much fun is she to watch?
Pass to Atkins. Williams, a screen on Clark. Driving to the basket. Count it.
Well, yeah, it doesn't get any more basic than that. She gets a good screen and doesn't let it go to waste.
Here's Beckers. Chicago with the ball. Here's Atkins. One second left, and that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Baltimore holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Chicago has possession. From beyond the arc, and Bonner pulls it down. Nelson Adoda. It's picked off. Pass to Reese. And they pick up 2.
That is the game of Reese. Get it to Angel in the paint and let her go to work.
To the wing right side. And here's Bonner from the arc. That shot off. And so here is Chicago. Stolen. And here comes the break. Pass to Clark. Shoots the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for Baltimore.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Puts up a 3, and Baltimore hits again from deep.
Just a tremendous night for Clark. Get used to this. She's going to be pouring points in for a long time.
Here's Reese. Knocked loose. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Clark for 3, connects from 3-point range.
Well, she can hurt you from deep when you give her a chance, and the defense just learned the hard way.
Pass to Reese. 6 to shoot. And here is Williams to end the run. And she takes it up and lays it in.
She knew exactly where she was in relation to the rim. Goes up and gets it done in the paint.
Chicago with the ball. Pass to Reese. No good that time. For 3, Bonner, and Baltimore hits again from deep.
Well, she doesn't shoot the highest percentage from beyond the arc, but Bonner makes enough to keep you honest.
Inside. Reese gets the bucket.
A lot of contact on that play inside. but she was able to muscle through it and convert the chance anyway.
Clark for three. Bangs home the trifecta. 1:31 left in the game. Pass to Reese. Clark outside. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Boy, she has been on top of it here. What a performance.
Here's Reese. Here's the floater. And she hits the layup. Baltimore with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Got that bucket in no time at all.
That was several steps beyond the line. Lets it fly, and she drains the deep three.
To the middle. Here's Williams. The layup off target. Pass to Bonner. Lets it go from deep. And Baltimore hits again from deep.
Well, you know, being able to quick release shots like that is how you stay ahead of the defense.
Right wing. Here's Reese. And Bonner pulls it down. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Drills it from outside.
And right there, she shows her touch from long distance. She's got a nice shot.
And so it's Baltimore with the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
And that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.